protest alone, I will do it. Why? Because it is important. Because hate is a 4-letter word. And the world knows nowadays more hate than love because our politicians want it to learn hate and not love. The Palestinians are regarded as terrorists by Israel. But the last time I checked, they were dancing at the border on the beat of their traditional folk song, all while there was smoke and there was like so much of destruction in the background. They have no weapons. I don't have any weapons. This is a completely peaceful attempt to bring this to the attention of the US government that you cannot do that. You were worried about the detention camp that happened at the Mexican border, but what about the detention camp? What about the concentration camp? What about the detention and the internment camp of the Gaza babies, the Gaza children, that is being fueled, funded, maintained, all by your government with your money, against your permission, against your notification? You don't even know what Israel is doing right under your nose. It is using phosphorus bombs. It is committing every heinous war crime possible documented in the history of war. It is doing this against the children, the infants in Gaza, all with your money, all with your paychecks. So this is something that the media, the mainstream media, is not going to tell you. And the electronic media has distracted you so much with irrelevant and with things that don't matter, that are not important, that it is next to impossible to be able to identify the real problems and the real issues that are affecting the global geopolitical infrastructure. It's important for the Americans to realize that their money is being streamlined. Their tax-paid money, their hard-earned money is being streamlined into maintaining the biggest concentration camp, the biggest detention camp of the world right now present in Gaza. And the reason why I decided to do this protest today is because their government, the US government, has signed this act, the AntiSemitism Awareness Act, according to which you cannot criticize Israel anymore. So here I am, I'm defying this act, and you can arrest me. I don't care. I don't give a damn. You can arrest me for my freedom of speech. You can arrest me for my political activism that is peaceful. You can arrest me for trying to do the right thing by bringing this to the notice of the world that Gaza is now becoming almost extinct. The Gaza children are now becoming extinct. That place is going to be inhabitable. It is going to be unlivable because of the atrocities committed by Israel against Gaza. And the world may be scared of Israel, and Americans may be scared of Israel, my friends, my colleagues, those people who knew that this protest was happening today. They may be scared of Israel, but I'm not. Come and arrest me. I don't give a damn. I don't mind being arrested for such a noble cause, but I have the right to defy such a draconian act. This draconian act is going to end the civil liberties of Americans. It is going to enslave them. It is going to put them in jail, and eventually it is going to take their babies away from them, just like putting them in the detention center. As you know, Trump recently put so many children of the Latinos in the Mexican border in the detention centers. And Americans couldn't do anything about it. And even right now, in spite of them being out on the road, nothing has changed. So what does it tell you? That tells you that the freedom and the liberty of the Americans has already been snatched and taken from them. They're not the decision makers anymore. They never were. Why it is draconian? Because it is taking away the civil liberties of the average American citizens, because it is taking away what is rightfully theirs, their First Amendment right of free speech, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. So if Moses were alive, if Moses, peace be upon him, were alive, he would have been here with me right now. And I can feel it. I can feel that Moses, peace be upon him, is with me here. He wouldn't want Israel to commit such heinous atrocities, such heinous crimes against peaceful protesters in Palestine, in Gaza. Do you know that 2 kids died just yesterday? They were killed by the Israeli forces. Do you know? This thing just started. They just started to process the paralysis of the civil liberties of Americans. And this is the time to act. This is the time to tell your government, to your senators, your congressmen, your congresswomen, that this is not acceptable. This is not the way it should be. Human rights activism, political activism that is peaceful is not anti-Semitism. I love Moses, peace be upon him. I love Torah. And I love Judaism. I'm a Muslim, but I love Moses, peace be upon him. My faith is incomplete without my belief in Moses, peace be upon him. So if I want to talk about what Israel is doing to the Gaza children, what Israel is doing to the Palestinians, that should not be equated to me being anti-Semitism. By the way, technically, mathematically, anti-Semitism is not acceptable in Islam. So if you went by the book and if you were to go by the rules and the regulations, and if you really knew Islam, you would know that hate for Moses, peace be upon him, hate for Jesus, peace be upon him, is not even acceptable. It is not even part of Islam.